Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and guys, we are going to continue our weekend. Now it is Monday, but I didn't get everything I wanted to do over the weekend. So there's one model that we did not catch up with over the weekend. So we today are going to do pack 3, and we're going to finish 9, 10 and 11 of the Rossi motorbike. And there is quite a bit to do in these issues, and we are going to be getting some parts that we've had in previous issues that we haven't done anything with these 3 issues. So, well, 3 stages really now. So yeah, this should be interesting. Now I have got the next 2 stages of the Rossi bike, and I've got more on the way for that one as well. So that should be fun, and hopefully that will be with us any day now. I have had the dispatch notification of D'Agostini. I've also spoken to D'Agostini. If you've been following the channel over the weekend, we had a problem with issue 32 where they sent the wrong parts. They sent the parts for issue 40 or something. Spoken to D'Agostini today, and very nice people over there. They've said yes, we'll reissue that issue for you. That will come to you free of charge, free post, you know, nothing, no cost to you because it was our mistake. Also, they said I can track that on the customer portal as well, so which is great. So I can see what is happening with that one. So as soon as issue 32 comes, we can definitely do our campervan catch up, which is great. Anyway, today is about the Rossi bike. Today is we are going to make absolutely loads to do because it's going to look phenomenal at the end of these 3 stages. So I'm really looking forward to this, so I want to get started. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, let's get started now. This one is called the front wheel. This is issue 9, I believe. Yes, issue 9. But we're not actually doing anything with the front wheel today. We're not actually opening the parts, but we do need our brake caliper from previous assembly, and we need this. We got this back in issue 7, and now we're actually going to be doing something with it. So let me just get a scalpel blade. Okay, so basically we're going to make another one of the forks today. Get all these bits out. Okay, so we need to open this bit up. So let's do so. So much junk sometimes with these part works, it's unbelievable. Okay, and the next we need is we're going to need this part here, part of it, and we're going to need this bit here. Now I do believe we need to actually retrieve some screwdrivers, some screws from the previous issue. I think so. Right, I'm just double checking. So I do believe yes, we're going to have to go retrieve some screws. So I'll just grab them. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're back. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to get these 2 parts here, and basically we're going to put in this into here like we did previously, just like that, and then we need to screw that down with a type B screw. Now I'm reluctant, I've only got 1 type B screw left, and normally they do give you spares. Now they're type C screws, so they're longer. I wonder if there's any type B screws in this issue. I can't see anything. There's nothing in issue 7. So, yeah, okay, that's a little bit unusual. I'll check to make sure nothing was left over. No, that's in there. That's in there. There was nothing in there. Anything in here? No, nothing in there. Okay, so I've only got 1 type B screw left over, so I'll get the type B screw out. And it's just a normal head. So that's very strange because they normally give you spares. Check that the hole in the mounting and the hole in the end of the Lego line, and then insert a type B screw through both parts as shown in set. Now I really am looking at this because, like I said, we've been given no other screws, and step 1 says retrieve the right fork leg and fender bracket, supply with issue 7. You will also need the brake caliper mounting you assemble in issue 8, plus a type B and a type C screw, which were provided with the same issue. Well, not really, because I haven't got them. Right, back in 2 secs.
A few moments later.
Right guys, sorry I'm back. My mistake, they were actually at the bottom of the filing cabinet I keep all my builds in. So, yeah, okay, maybe they were there. Right, so I'm going to try a bit of oil in this because I found there was a little bit of resistance in it. So let's get some 3-in-1 oil on it. We are going into metal at the end of the day. Okay, so that's now in place. I need to turn this over because we need to put this next on. That's going to fit on more or less like that, yes. And then to screw that down, we need to screw that down with a type C screw. These I do know I have. So let's get these out. The problem is, without me checking through the parts and just doing it as it comes out of the bag, I haven't got a clue what's coming. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Oria screwdriver for this, because I find that a lot easier to work with on this build. So the good old Oria. Okay, so let's have a look what size we need. Got a sneaky suspicion to be this size. Nope, smaller. Way smaller. This size. And perfect. Yeah, it's a lot easier with the Oria on this, because this isn't like any build I've done before, you see, with it being a bike. So we've got Allen keys, we've got all sorts. So yeah, okay, that's now in place, and that's it for issue 9. Wow. Right, let me just put that aside. So what we've basically created is we've got the other fork there, and yeah, okay, that is stage 9 complete. Okay, so we're going to move on to stage 10. Now, before I do anything, I have looked at this. I'm just going to bring a bowl across. Excuse me. And some water. This is boiling hot water, so be very careful. Okay, so because what we need to do is the tyre we got many moons ago, we can soak this in some hot water because it's just going to make life a little bit easier. There we are. That's just going to soak in there, just making that bit softer to work with. Okay. Oh gosh, I've got oil everywhere. Don't like that. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, so we do need issue 9 opening. Wow, very well packaged. And this is our front wheel. Wow. Whoa, that is amazing. Look at that. That honestly looks like it's been powder coated. Wow. Okay, so let's move all that to one side. And we do need the parts from stage 10 today. Let's get these out. Okay, so we have got some type D screws. So they're a new one. So we'll get them out. And they have got a, flathead screwdriver. And then we've got some type E screws. Okay, so that's the type E screws. We've also got this tool. Got quite a few of these actually, because we're doing remote control cars and everything. I've got quite a few of these tools, so but they always do come in handy. Okay, so let's just move that scalpel to one side. So, right, so this is the fork, yoke and fixings. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to put this into the tyre. I have got a towel somewhere. I need to dry this tyre off before I do anything, so I'll just put an old hand towel down. Okay, that is now lovely and soft, so I'm going to try and get dry as quick as I can. Try and get the inside dry quick as I can. Okay, put that down there, and we'll get this wheeling. Now it doesn't say about putting it in hot water in the instructions, but I think we're doing all the artworks I've done. It's more or less a given that we do this. Okay, so that's now in place. That looks really, really nice. Right, so now moving on to step 3 is now take the front right brake disc supplied with issue 4. So issue 4. Yes, that was issue 4. Here that is. As we're finally opening these packets. Okay. Right, so this is the brake disc that was in issue 4. Fantastic. Okay, and basically what we need to do is we're going to place this on. Now this somewhere should have an arrow. So we've got an arrow going that way. Now we need to make sure that that arrow going that way matches this arrow going that way. And we're just gonna put that on. Okay, so that's now matching. So arrow is going that way, arrow is going that way. Okay, right, so the next thing we need to do is we need to bring over the I think it's this one here, is it? Yes, I believe so. So it's this one here, which would be the right, I believe. Okay, so what we need to do is we need these bits here. That came. And, I mean, it's not very clear in the magazine how this is actually supposed to go. Really. I would think that that one go on the outside. Yeah. Okay, so I'll put that on the outside there. Okay. And then the other side would go like this. Okay. Right. Damn, snap the pin on that one. Okay, that's an easy fix. That's a very easy fix. Double super glue. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that for a second while that glue takes hold. Because I don't want it coming apart. Oh. Okay, it came apart. Try a bit more. what I might have to do is just stop recording, put a clamp on this while it dries. So I'll just see first of all. It just doesn't want to stay in place at all. Let me put a little bit of super glue on that bit there. Shouldn't near have these problems, but we seem to be having these problems with it. I'm just going to hold it there for a few seconds, and what I might do is put some tape or a clamp on it just to hold it in place while the glue goes off. And I'll just take 5 from this. I don't know if we're going to be able to put a clamp on this. Oh, I can if I do it that way. No, it's not wanting it. Come on. It's because there's nothing at the bottom, really. Okay, just try and hold it there for a second. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. Okay. I am not that best happy with that. I really am not. But if it'll do, it'll do. It's not exactly I'm going to be racing this round a track. Now you see, it's coming away at one side. Okay, let's go plan B. Right, I'll be back in a sec, guys.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to sort that out. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to place this now onto our brake caliper, just like that. I don't think it matters where this sits on the wheel. And then we need to get this large bolt here. And we're literally going to pass that through the wheel. Over to the other side. That's sort of gone through. I don't know if that needs to sit a bit more flush. We'll see when we get the wheel on. Okay, so we've now done that. We need to repeat the steps on the other side. So we need our brake disc. And the arrow is going that way around. That's where we want it. Oh gosh, that went home pretty quickly. Okay, and then we need our fork and we need our brake caliper parts, wherever they've gone. No, we got them. Where have they gone? I did get everything out of the cupboard, I'm sure I did. Let's have a look. No, I can't seem to locate them. They weren't in the bag with anything else. Right, okay, because that's going to sit on there. I'm just wondering where these parts are. Right, I'll just go check the drawer, guys. Back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay, back, guys. Got them. They're in the drawer. I really need to screw my head on today. I did think I got all the parts out, but obviously I didn't. So I apologise for this stopping and starting. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try this a bit differently this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these parts together first. I don't want them coming away. I'm going to be nice and gentle with them, just like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them then to this. Just making sure I get this the right way around. So that one goes that way. So it's going like that. Okay. I'm going to fit that over the caliper. I'm just going to have to push that screw out a little bit. And then back in again. Okay. Just going to flip this over because I needed a little bit more room on this to get this in. I might need a bit of gentle persuasion on this one. And that's come off a little bit. Never mind, it's back on. Okay, right. Yeah, this is gonna. I'm gonna do this because that needs to seat in there. But with the bolt we've got, which is going to go in there, that's not going to reach it. So if I just take this off a sec. Problem is I do need to get it back on. That's my problem. I don't know why it's going in a bit skew-if. I wish that would stay in place. Okay, so why is this going in skew-if? Right, I'm just going to get some persuader and I'll get that in.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, I'm back. Right, this is the next day. This is now Tuesday. Basically I've had problems with this, but I've finally sorted it. So I'm just going to screw this bolt into place. So screw it as far as it goes with the tool they have provided. I want to make sure everything is as it should be on the other side, which it is. Fair resistance with that wheel, but I'm happy with that. Okay, right, so moving on. Next thing we need to do is we've got this part here. This is metal. Wow, that's a lovely, lovely metal. And what we're going to do is we're just going to run this down here. So through the forks. Now, is it going the right way? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's down there like so. And then we want to screw that with some type E screws that's applied in this issue. So we'll get some type E screws out. I do like to keep my screws nice and tidy. We are going into metal, so I will get a bit of 3-in-1 oil. Yeah, I had problems with one of them, the brake caliper that broke. I basically, I tried super gluing it, I tried epoxy on it, I tried Tamiya extra thin, and in the end I had to use the Tamiya cement ABS, which this is what this is made of. But the problem is with the ABS is it takes about 24 hours to cure. So hence I had to leave it yesterday and then come back to it today. But everything seems to be working brilliantly so far. Okay, touch wood. Okay, so that's now in place. Wow, that issue did take its time, but that is issue 10 complete. Okay, so moving on to step 11, or stage 11. Scalpel blade out. We need to open these parts. Now let's get these out. So we've got 2 of them, and we have some type B screws. So I'll put the B screws in my pot, just here. These pots are wonderful for keeping screws in. I have them for all my builds to keep the screws separate. Okay, so that's the type B screws. Okay, so the first thing it's asking us to do is we need to take apart these bits here. So I'm probably going to need a scalpel just to get through sellotape. I don't throw this foam away that these come in. This is really good stuff to protect parts when you're not using them. So we'll go with the next one. Rip into that one there, and there we have. Now these are the first elements of the exhaust system. Okay, so what it's asking us to do is it wants us to basically put that onto there like so. Okay, and then we have to insert that with another type B screw. Let me get a B screw. Now this is metal, this is not plastic. So you can imagine the weight that this is going to have on this this bike. It's going to be phenomenal. Really, truly phenomenal. Actually, I've actually skipped a step. So we'll go back to that one. What we need to do is me rushing ahead as usual. We need to install this. This we got back. Ooh. Oh, right. When was this? Issue 10. I believe. Issue 10. No, this was in issue 4. Gosh, that long ago. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to install this. Now this is going to go down where the front forks are, and that is going to go more or less onto there like that. Okay, and then it wants us to put that in with 4 type D screws. So we'll get some D screws. Sure it's D screws? Yeah, I'm sure it's D screws. So let me get some D screws. Only 4 of these. Now these have got a different head on them, but I do have the wearer for it. I can use the screwdriver that they provided with this build, but I like to use my wearer screwdrivers because, you know, in my opinion, they are some of the best screwdrivers you can get for this type of thing. Now we are going into plastic here, so there's no need for oil. Love the little emblem of the Michelin Man there. Okay, so that's the first 2 screws in. We'll turn it over and we'll do the other 2 on this side. This is a really, really nice build, I've got to admit. Yes, I did have troubles with that caliper, but it's sorted quite easily. Okay, and this is the last one going in for this side. And as far as I'm aware now, that's all we need to do with the front forks, actually. For now. There we go. Look at that. Looks, oh, wow, that is amazing. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Right, so now that's in place, what I'm going to do is put that to one side. Now we're going to look at the exhaust system. Oh dear. You tell it's just going to be one of them days, can't you? Okay, so I'm just going to put my scalpel away there. I'm not a fan of a loose scalpel on the loose. Okay, so we'll get the exhaust system, and like I said before, it wants us to put it together just like that. And then from this side, it wants us to insert a B screw. So I've got a B screw ready. I'm going to put it in a bit of 3-in-1. And screw that together. Okay, and that's it. That's all we have to do in this pack. And yeah, wow. That's stage 11 done. So we've done the front forks here, which look amazing. I've got to admit, even though I think that one's coming apart a little bit, but I think it'll hold. So that's one of the front forks. I probably have it in display like that anyway, with that one showing. Furthermore, I think we've got some covers to go on this as well. So by the looks of it, so that'll be interesting when they come around. Don't know how they're going to be fitted onto here, but I'm sure it'll look rather nice. So yeah, that is the end of this pack. That is the end of stage 11, and the end of this pack. Well guys, that's the end of the pack 3 for the Rossi motorbike for today. I'm sorry it took over 2 days to do it. I would really wanted to release it yesterday, which was Monday. But unfortunately, I did have problems with pins snapping and bits and pieces. I think you've got to be very, very, very careful with this build in not breaking anything. I do know it'll probably be a bit more robust as it goes along, but yeah, I'm learning the hard way on that one. Even though I'm not intentionally trying to do it, it's just I've just seemed to have had a nightmare with the brakes on the front of that motorcycle. But it is what it is. I've managed to sort it for now, and I'm happy with it. Anyway, if you like this video, please can give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and be notified of any future videos. If you want to become a patron of the channel, please follow the link down below. Also down below is all the links to the social media platforms for the channel, and also you can become a member of the channel as well. But as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now.